Watch the Healthy Hippie Chef on The Spiel.
Listen, this show should contain an element of surprise.
Okay.
Don't you think
this
so?
This really scares me.
What? Why? Because you're on the receiving end?
Yes, I am. And
You
I don't
are.
like this.
You don't?
No.
Why?
Will I like it?
I think you will not only like it, you will love it.
I'm here today and all I hear is how I'm chasing crazy dreams. They'll see, 'cause I've got perfect songs and melodies just waiting to come out of me, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa. Fancy words, clever lines and tales that take you back in time, and you'll sing along like, oh, whoa, and they'll know. Everyone will know. They should have believed in me.
Should have believed, baby.
You're watching The Spiel.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Oh.
And she had asked, do you want to reveal what you thought was behind the wall?
Well, Angie's been telling me she has a surprise for me, and I will be excited. And I said, did you gather all my husbands together?
All your ex-husbands. They're all here in one place for Juli. It's going to be great. But, the prize, John, he's not here. But he gave me, he said it was okay for me to do this.
You've talked to him about this?
No, but he's still, John, it's okay, right? If it's not, call me. The episode will have already aired. It'll be fine. We'll work it out.
Is it Meryl Osmond?
No, listen, okay, you're just going to have to trust me, because this is not only an element of surprise, there is some trust involved. And everything that I ask you to do, you have to do it, okay?
Remember that later.
I will remember it,
Okay.
because it could happen to me. But here's the thing. Everything that I ask you to do, trust me. We're going to hear some words that may sound a little, questionable, but at the end, it'll be fine, okay? All right, Ashli, I have some props if you bring those over, because I didn't know the gal was going to wear a dress.
It's a gal?
Yeah.
It's a gal.
It's a gal, yeah. Okay, here's what I'm going to do for you, Juli. First of all, we're going to blindfold you.
Oh, don't
Okay?
mess up my hair.
I'm not going to mess
And
up your
my
hair.
eyelashes.
I'm
You'll
not
pull
going to
this
mess up
up
your
and it'll
bun,
come
your
off.
eyelashes. I'm not messing up any of it, okay?
Oh, this is crazy.
If you can see, you have to tell me. Okay?
Okay, I can't.
Huh? You can't see?
No.
You promise?
My eyelashes come off.
They're not coming off. Don't cheat.
I swear I can't see.
You look sexy. You look really good. Okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
To do what you're going to have to do, you will need some pants on. Slip these pants on.
Are you serious?
Yes. Slip these pants, one leg in, okay?
What's going on?
Look what a show host does for each other here. We'll just put them on backwards, that's fine. Okay. All right. Put
I'm
this,
doing this on television?
yeah, put this leg in. Man, did you shave today?
No, be careful. You'll cut your hand.
Okay.
We have Band-Aids on the set.
Here we go.
If I shave my legs, I'd lose 10 pounds.
See, John is at home. He's mortified. He's mortified. All right, listen. I'm covering you. Nobody's seeing your hind end. All right, you look good. Okay. I'm going to bring in your surprise. You stand right there. You're going to love me. You're going to love me. Okay, they say great
I
things.
know what it is.
What?
You've got my trainer in from Gold's, Kelly.
Yes, yes.
And she's going to say, what did you do?
Yes.
Okay.
She's going to size you up. There'll be some measurements and all that good stuff.
That's
It'll
why
be
you
fine.
put pants on me, because I have to lay in the floor.
You're really going to love me. This is going to do amazing things for our relationship, okay?
It's either I'm going to quit the show today.
Right?
Or I'm going to be happy. I
Right.
don't know.
You're going to be happy. Okay.
In pants?
Would you really quit the show? Okay.
If all the
We'll talk.
husbands are here.
If all the husbands are here, it's over. The spiel is done, kaput. All right, listen, when you say that good things come in various packages or cases okay, and you'll understand why I asked that later.
Okay.
All right, step over here, and we're going to have you straddle.
Oh,
Okay?
no.
Again, the words. Okay, listen. Okay, you're going to ease in. ease in. Okay. Now I'm going to okay, you fit, see? Huh? Who's your mama? Right? Am I good?
Oh, do I know this person?
No, but you'd like to.
Oh.
Meet Kasten.
Why, how's it going?
Nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet
Are you
you.
going to be rubbing on my body?
I believe so.
Yeah. Hey, how much do you love me? What will be in my Christmas bonus?
You know what? I'm going to feel bad doing what I got to do to you later.
Okay.
This is awesome.
Well, thank
Kasten,
you.
I tell you, I had the pleasure to meet him. Isn't he just outstanding? Just a good-looking young guy.
I've got underwear older than you.
Really? How old do you think I am?
23.
No,
Higher, lower?
lower.
See? I got bras.
But this is Kayston. I have the pleasure of meeting him. Healing Hands, is that what you operate under, Kayston?
Hands, yes.
Healing Hands, okay. And he's in DuQuoin, Illinois. I brought him all the way from DuQuoin for you. You're welcome.
That is one of the nicest things you've
I
ever
know.
done.
I'm a little upset that it's not me in the chair, but I'm like, what the
Oh my
heck?
God.
Because I tried to schedule an appointment yesterday. He goes, oh, I'm sorry, I'm booked.
I was.
And then I had him on the show today. Isn't he amazing? You know, here's the thing. We have a depiction of Jesus, right? Have you ever seen pictures of Jesus? People said, you have to go see the blonde Jesus. And I'm like, the blonde Jesus? I mean, yeah, you read your Bible, you know all these things. He walked out, and I'm like, goodness, it's a blonde Jesus with blue eyes.
It is blonde Jesus.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's young blonde Jesus.
You've seen Heaven is for Real? There it is, you know. But the Heaven is for Real had the dark.
I
Yeah,
haven't pulled back a little
he hasn't
bit.
pulled back. Isn't he a cutie? Gosh.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're going to talk about the benefits of massage. Thank you for coming and thank you for playing along. I do appreciate that.
Love being here.
Why do you think that people seek out your services?
I know why.
Stress
Hush.
reliever.
Stress reliever?
Main thing.
Okay.
The stress.
Okay.
Everybody's always stressed out. And
Yeah.
it helps with the body. It makes you more flexible. It makes the muscles stronger.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Would you say that people need to come to you weekly? They need to come when massage is not one of those things that you think, okay, like, you know, you want to get your nails done because you want to look pretty when you go into meetings and such. But boy, the way you feel when you come out of a session, it would
Yeah.
almost be worth it.
I would say every other week is best for
Okay.
your body, but every week is even better.
Okay. And is it true that once you get done doing what you do, you need to drink the water and flush all the toxins out and such?
because you have so much acids built up in your body from releasing
Okay.
during massage. It just releases them all and gets rid of them.
Well, I'm going to let you release, sister.
I'm ready to release.
Just, okay, show us some techniques, Kayston, and just tell me what you're doing.
Ooh.
See, this is a great, do I give great gifts or what? Okay, put your head down there. He doesn't want your pretty little face poked out. Just embrace it, sister. So is there a reason that you always start at the top? What are you doing? Explain how you normally...
Everybody holds their stress usually in their shoulders, upper body.
Okay.
It's just a natural thing. You sit at the computer, you're leaning forward. You know, you always sit down when you're driving. It's
Right.
just you're always using your arms and your shoulders. So
Okay.
other than that, everybody likes their back done anyways.
Yeah. This is a stress area for me, like right at the base of my rear end. And I like to name it Juli, but you know, you can work that right out of there too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God.
Not today.
Not today.
He's not going to do your
You're in
feet
a
today.
chair. I can't do it in the
Yes. He'll give you his phone number. Yes. Now, when did you decide this is what you wanted to do as a career, Kayston?
Coming right out of high school, I had no idea.
Really?
I wanted something to do that if I could go to college, I could easily do massage therapy on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you have to do things in the arms? Are the arms just as important as any other part of the body?
Oh, yeah, the arms are important. It's just
I think the legs are important right now.
the
Okay.
legs. I can't do your legs. Look at that.
Well, she's just wanting you to pretend like you can do her legs, yeah. So the arms are good. You know, is it true that you can touch every part of your body through your hands or your feet? Is that primarily in the bottom of your feet? You can get through every nerve? Is that not reflexology. How can people find you, Kayston?
618-318-0771 is my phone number, or email me at healinghands94@gmail.com.
Healinghands94@gmail.com. That is an address you will not soon forget.
We're trying to make banking as easy and painless as we can.
We have a track record of doing business well beyond the county borders.
And there have been great opportunities, you know, in Jackson County, Williamson County. People with the foresight to take some risk and do some things. We try to have a direct relationship with all our customers.
How's it going?
You know, make them feel at home. We're a hometown bank. That's what we're about.
Celebrating 100 years. Find us at DuQuoinStateBank.com.
My dad came here in the early 50s and started. My name's John Smith. My brother Terry and I have Smith Dairy Farm. We're producers of milk for Prairie Farms Dairy. We're outside at 4:30 in the morning. Cows need fed 365 days a year, and you learn the mannerisms of each animal. You learn who they are. Prairie Farms, they depend on us to be finished milking at a time when the truck's going to come to get the milk. We're all one big team.
Proudly farmer-owned.
It's part of what we've been raised to do.
Prairie Farms.
And you're watching The Spiel with Angie and Julie, and thanks so much for tuning in today, as you do every week, and we appreciate that.
We do. We absolutely do. You know, I'm nervous today.
How come?
Well, you keep walking around, you're whispering to people like you're going to do something, like you're going to hurt me, somebody's going to pop out of the desk. What is it?
I would never hurt you, but in the same theme of competition, you know, our whole life, it's competition.
Be number one, baby.
Yeah. Be the best at soccer. Your football team is winning.
I never played soccer. I was a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, did you have competitions in cheers?
Absolutely.
Okay. See, life is about competitions. Well, there's a new fad that's sweeping the southern states. And
really?
I heard about it, and I said, you know what? We're going to take. It's another challenge. I'm going to challenge you today on something that's sweeping everywhere. You know what it's called?
Que comen de mí.
Chubby bunny.
Stop, Julie.
Stop.
This is supposed to be a G-rated, family-friendly show.
We're going to do the Chubby Bunny Challenge. Would you please give me our props? And you have to do this.
We need to ask the kids to leave the room?
Oh, no, it's a kid thing.
It's a kid thing.
I challenge my daughter. I happen to win, but for some reason today, I think you're going to, I think for some reason you're going to win. Okay.
What is this?
Here's what we do.
These are marshmallows.
These are marshmallows.
Again, no brand name because we don't have a marshmallow sponsor. Not like we've ever needed one, but if you want to sponsor marshmallows.
I'll even go first. Here's what you do. One at a time, take a marshmallow. Don't chew it up. Put it in your mouth and say, Chubby Bunny.
Stop.
Stop. Okay, ready? Watch. Chubby Bunny. No, one at a time.
Chubby Bunny.
Okay. Chubby Bunny.
Chubby Bunny.
See? For some reason, I think you're going to win.
This is sickening,
No, it's
actually.
not.
I'm about to puke.
No, do it with your children at home. Here you go. 3. Chubby Bunny.
Chubby Bunny.
See? That's good. How many is this now? If they come out, I'm the winner. It's sweeping the nation. Who needs this? Don't chew. Okay, ready? Boom. Oh, heavy bunny.
Oh my God! You beat me! I can't breathe. I was gonna die. We'll be right back.
Tell me what happens when I fall. Will you be there to catch me in your arms? And if you are the reason why I stumble, will you still be there to save me? I need to know.
Family owned and operated for nearly 70 years, Southside Lumber is the place to go to be in the know.
Our fleet of trucks deliver things where you need it, when you need it, and how you need it.
We get the order and go. I've been as far as Sparta, Metropolis, Parmi.
And Southside Lumber delivers more than just lumber to every corner of Southern Illinois, bringing whatever you'll need for your next project or home build.
One-stop shop.
More than just lumber.
I know.
Southside Lumber.
Southside Lumber.
We provide the facilities in the areas that are most needed.
The doctors here are very caring.
It's not just the kid that you treat, it's the whole entire family.
It doesn't matter how much you have or what you don't have. We will find a place and a way to take care of you.
We do work closely with some drug manufacturing companies to help provide patients with medications that they otherwise could not afford.
Take care of you the best we can.
We are community-based, community-served, and we take community pride in what we do.
The Spiel with Angie and Julie. And today on You're On, it is Sarah Lannom from Marion.
Sarah, you're absolutely adorable, and I shared the story with folks this morning. We actually phoned her yesterday to come be on the show, and she answered, and she was very cordial, and she says, "Now what is this again?" I said, "Well, it's a TV show airing on Fox," and she screams, I think, and she goes, "Nuh-uh, really?" So, boy, you just came out and killed it. You did a wonderful job.
Well, thank you.
You know, Sarah, I didn't know what to expect when you sit down, your little self with this little guitar, and your voice is just so soft. You know, I don't know if you know her, but you remind me of Alison Krauss. Do you ever get that?
I get a lot of different things. Alison Krauss is actually probably something I haven't got before, but I usually get Fiona Apple or Nora Jones or Jewel, or Alanis Morissette, or something like that. Grace Potter I've gotten before, but mostly Nora, Nora Jones.
Are these the folks you listen to?
No.
Okay, what do you listen to?
No. I like to listen to rock. I like punk rock and kind of like grunge and things like Nirvana, but my favorite band is Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh my gosh!
Because
I love them.
She's pulling from someplace. I definitely don't see myself ever headbanging to a Sarah song. You're kind of that passionate, and you said that you're not afraid when you're singing, but you can be nervous in regular conversation, a little shy. Is that what you said?
Yeah, when I play, I feel like I'm in a different world. I feel really comfortable, but I'm a very shy person, for sure. I'm very quiet and shy.
Really? I took your singing as like singing in your head voice. You ever go, "Ah," with that, from the gut? You ever?
I usually stay pretty quiet. The longer that I've been singing, the louder that I will get, and I do have a few songs where I get a little loud, but most of it is usually just pretty relaxed and mellow.
I can see it in your body language when you're doing something. I mean, it's relaxing you as well as your audience.
Yeah, it is therapy. It really is. If I play, it does something. If I get stressed out and I pick up the guitar and play, everything just levels back out again. So.
And you're exactly what we call an artist. Like you took that song and made it your own. How'd you come up with that version?
Well, I was really looking for covers this time, and I needed more songs to play, and I decided that, You're My Sunshine is kind of a folky thing, and everybody knows it. But
Did your mama sing that to you when you was little?
No, she didn't. Aww. But it is a good song. But I thought, this song is really, really sad. The lyrics to this song are really, really sad. And
why do we sing it to babies then?
We always do.
And
it's a twisted world.
Yeah. And so the music, I thought, well, this is just too happy. So I changed them all to like minor chords and just
kind of dark.
Yeah, it just made it fit the lyrics I was trying to do, something like that.
I loved it.
At what point in your life did you notice that there was song inside? I mean, you've given God the credit that it's a God-given talent. When did you first know that it was in there?
When I was 16 years old, and one of my teachers asked me if I would play for the school, and I played guitar. I didn't sing. I played guitar when I was 16, and I was like, I can't sing, and they're like, I really need you to, or something like that. By the end of it, she just convinced me to do it. So I said, okay.
What'd you sing?
I sang God of the City because I went to a private Christian school.
Okay.
And so I sang that song and I played it over and over, and it just sounded bad, and it sounded really, really bad. And my brother even went up to me and was like, "Oh, Sarah,
be sick that
you don't
day.
have to do this." Yeah. And I did contemplate being sick, but I was like, no, I gotta stick to my responsibilities. I said I would. I'll sound bad, but that's okay, I said I would. And so I was preparing myself, okay, I'm gonna embarrass myself in front of the whole school, but that's okay.
I bet they loved
Life goes on. And they did. They really did. I asked God, I was like, God, I don't know how to do this, so just let him hear something pretty. And that was the first time I sang, and that was the first time anybody really thought I sounded good, was that day. Even my brother went up to me and was like, wow, Sarah, I didn't know you could sing like that. And I was like,
you didn't embarrass the family.
I didn't know I could sing like that either, but I've always loved music. Even not singing, I always wanted to be a singer before I was even good at it. So it was a dream, and then that dream came true, and so now I do sing, and I have the confidence to get out and do it, and then it just keeps growing and growing, and I hope that I'm doing it the rest of my life. But
Well, I was going to ask you, what's the next level? Where do you want to go?
I guess as you know, as far as it gets, I guess, you know, I don't necessarily want to be famous, you know, but I just want to be able to play music as my career, you know. I want to be able to make at least enough to live, and that's all I want. As long as it's there, you know, I don't have to make a lot of money. I'm not really aiming to do that. I just like to play. So
Is it playing and singing works of someone else, or do you enjoy writing as well?
I actually am a singer-songwriter. That's what I really like to do. I don't really enjoy covering people's music, and if I do, I really am really picky on which ones I choose, and I try to make them kind of unique, you know, when I pick them out.
I love that about you. You are an artist.
Yeah. Do you like to write about any and everything, or is there one particular topic?
I don't ever really know what I'm writing about until it comes out, you know, and then when it comes out, then that's what it's about. I guess I don't really pick and choose topics. I think what I write usually just comes from inside somewhere. Whatever feelings I'm feeling in the moment is what comes out. And most of the time, sadly, it's when I'm feeling sad that happens. So I want people to listen to my music and take what they want out of it. And one is, I think, I only have written one that is just a no-brainer. That's a Christian song. But I don't really aim to write Christian songs. But
if it comes out,
if it's the thing that comes out, I will. But I don't really aim to write them. You know, I aim to write whatever comes out, I guess, you know. So.
I love that she's gotten much louder during this interview, so that means she's found her voice. We're definitely going to have you back. A joy. It was a pleasure to listen to.
Oh, thank you guys so much. I was so grateful for the opportunity, and I hope that you do have me back.
We're going to have you back, and we'll be right back.
What is tradition? A tradition is something that's handed to the future from the past. It's a rite of passage, a way of holding on to something valuable by keeping it alive. After keeping the tradition of local banking alive for the last 125 years, we understand you don't change the recipe for success. First Bank and Trust of Murfreesboro.
The Spiel presents You're On, 100% original new music.
My name is Sarah Lannom. The song is untitled because I just wrote it a week ago.
Can you spare a moment with me, love? Time comes as it goes. And will you tell me true, 'cause I can't tell the truth from the ruse. So I wait for the sun. Yes, I wait for the sun. If you want, you can call this your love song. It's the first to be for you. I'm sorry that I bothered you with my heart. Oh, I never thought it'd ever be this hard. So I wait for the sun. Yes, I wait for the sun. Now tell me what happens when I fall. Will you be there to catch me in your arms? And if you are the reason why I stumble, will you still be there to save me? I need to know.
These days, video is everywhere. TVs, computers, even your phone. With so many ways to use video to reach your potential audience, it's become an important part of doing business. If you like the commercials you've seen during the spiel, and if your business could benefit from a creative approach to telling your story, with attention-grabbing visuals and thoughtfully executed scripts, perhaps it's time you give Growing Media a call. We'd love to hear from you. As a business owner, you've probably asked yourself, how can digital marketing help my business? Well, when a potential customer does a search and you're not at the top of the list, it's not likely they'll ever see your website. Enter Harness Tech Ed. We add SEO, relevant content writing, blogging, email marketing, and social media marketing. And the next thing you know, bam! You're not at the bottom of the list anymore. You can help your customers find you when you turn the light bulb on. At Harness Tech Ed, we can maximize your digital presence to align with your business goals. Let us do your digital marketing while you run your business. Harness Tech Ed.
And you're watching The Spiel with Angie and Juli, a remarkable young man. His mom here with us today to talk about something I know near and dear to the hearts of both of you. NubAbility, if you haven't heard of it. You know, we could be faced with challenges in life, and it's all about overcoming it and what are you going to do with your life. Let's back up a little bit, Jana, and let's talk about when good old Sam here, you know, made an entrance into the world. Do you remember that day?
Oh, mercy, do I remember that day like it was yesterday. Those 21 years go by so quickly. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. You know, it was a great pregnancy, and it was a fairly easy delivery, and out came this lineman, this big round baby. He weighed 8 pounds, 9 ounces, but he was short and round. And half of it was his head. Yes. With these big brown eyes. And immediately the limb difference was noticed. The doctor was quite concerned, and the nurse whisked him up. And my husband, the look on his face was a little shocking. We didn't expect it. We had 2 ultrasounds. It wasn't revealed in the ultrasound. Right. I don't know that in that time, in that day and age, without social networking, without the internet, without as much information quickly available, if that would have been any help to us to have known ahead of time anyway. Sure. My husband's first thoughts were, how am I going to teach him to shoot a bow, cast a fishing line, dribble a basketball, play baseball? You know, how am I going to teach him how to do all these things? My first thought as a mom was, oh my God, I love him. He's perfect. He's going to be fine. Yeah. Let's just make sure there's nothing else wrong with him. Yeah. That's what we can see, you know, but what can't we see?
You know what's cool? I think somebody forgot to tell you that something was wrong, because you just went on and did your thing. And I mean, listen, we did a little bit of, not stalking, what's the word? We're prowling, investigating.
Creeping.
Creeping, that's the word. Thank you, Jennifer. Babe. Look, this one right here, no problem with the ladies doing his thing, you know, the sports, all that good stuff. You know, did you you obviously have supportive parents going through school and such. Is it all about just walking tall and believing in yourself?
And just knowing that you're created perfect in God's image, and He's got a plan for your life. You just got to follow it.
That's right.
You know, kids can be so mean, Sam. Did you have that problem at all?
Yeah, but I was always bigger than that. But I did, and I acted in the wrong way. I was kind of violent at first, but what they didn't see was me coming home crying to my mom. But then she would read scripture to me and just show me that I was made perfect, and I finally accepted it, and my life's been great since.
That's the way you're supposed to do it, Mom. Were you at all surprised with the number, either of you can answer this, with the number of individuals coming forward, saying, you know what, maybe I'm a little different, but it's okay?
Yeah, it was a huge shock. I mean, we found kids in my community, and I've been there, like Mom said, for almost 22 years now, played sports for almost 18, and now I find these kids who have been in my town and never heard of me, and I had never heard of them. Wow. And that would have been really cool, like in high school, if I had seen them at a game or something like that. But, I mean, it's just part of God's plan. He brings them out of the right part of the time in your life.
Yeah. You know, it's like buying the new white car. You noticed all the white cars. Is that what is kind of going on?
Absolutely. And we have found that our friends in our family since we began NubAbility 3 years ago, they're noticing more limb different people. As a matter of fact, we had a camper come to camp last year, and he returned this year from Indiana. And what was funny was we were on a mom and me little trip over to Holiday World. My friends and Sam's younger brother and his friends were all a close-knit group. And I say mom and me, they were in the 8th grade. It was our
because it can't be mommy and me anymore.
Last hurrah with them. But we are just traipsing across the splash pool from one ride to another, and one of Tucker's friends saw a couple of little prosthetic legs behind one of the lounge chairs, and so the hunt was on. Where's the limb different kid? And they kind of all split up, and they found him, Josh Michael, and his grandparents have brought him to camp now 2 years in a row, and he's from Bloomington, Indiana, right outside of Bloomington, Indiana.
His dad actually, or his grandpa, works at Holiday World.
Wow. You know, the name, and it's tough if we just speed right over it. NubAbility. There could be, you know, children with limb differences. NubAbility, I'm immediately hearing the word ability in there, and it's almost like, you know, you've heard, for a long time people used handicap. And I remember a lady sharing with me, "No, sweetheart, I'm handy-capable." And
I love that.
Oh, it was remarkable. And is that what you guys were setting out to do with that name?
Disability has never been in my vocabulary. I've never, whenever somebody's like, "You have a disability," I'm like, "No, I don't." Because I can do exactly what you're going to do, if not better.
Yeah.
So it's just always been a big thing. And with my hand, I've always called it a nub. So I just put the two together, NubAbility.
Yeah, that was it. Jana shared a story with us the other day about on the baseball mound, and knowing your dad, I guess a play or something, or the ball came by him, he didn't react the way he was supposed to, and he wasn't at all going to let you off the hook with that. You remember the instance I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well, I was throwing a pitch, and I obviously throw a little harder, and I threw it, and the kid hit like a rocket back at me, and instead of me putting on my glove like I should through the glove exchange, I kind of forgot and just grabbed the ball barehanded, and I heard well, I mean, it hurt obviously, but it didn't hurt as worse as being lectured.
Hey, and you got him out.
Yeah, and I made the out. That was my first point to Dad. I said, "Dad, I got the out."
Yeah, I got it out.
My son went to a quarterback camp in Thibodaux, Louisiana, Manning camp, with Peyton and Eli Manning a couple of years ago. Let me tell you, our football players are worked harder at our camp than they are at Manning camp. It's a serious gloves off sports training camp.
Wow.
For these
moms
kids.
and dads find you? I mean, do you have the website?
We do, NubAbility.org.
Okay.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, we're on all.
Facebook,
because he's just 21 and cool like that. I mean, he tweets and all that hashtag. I mean, hashtag I'm cool.
Hashtag
don't need to.
Oh.
Don't need the number 2.
Love that.
Mom actually did.
She
kind of started it.
That's great.
We know our roles.
Way
We
to
know
go.
our roles. But you know, this is nothing that Sam and I really should get any glory for. We are really just willing to serve. We get excited about turning a kid on to their bravery and courage. I get excited seeing a parent's doubts erase and go, okay, I'm just going to throw them in the water because they will swim or drown, but 9 times out of 10 they're going to swim.
That's pretty extreme, but maybe that's the way that was for you guys. And you know, I love that you shared that you felt like you were different, and in school you were trying to retaliate. Well, guess what? You're different now because there are a lot of 20-somethings with no direction in life. You've got like a full-time job, because if we do this thing right, people are going to get behind you, and you're going to have that international travel schedule. Are you ready for that?
I am. I'm super excited. I plan on not only going around the country, but into Latin America, where the kids are shunned, and all over the world, China, everywhere, just to give these kids a chance. 'Cause, I mean, everybody deserves just a chance, and I've found so much athletic ability in kids that would be overlooked in any other town. And just seeing that just has really turned me on where I know I'm going to be doing this till I get my last breath.
Our girl population exploded this year.
Awesome.
A few of our coaches, these are our powerhouse coaches. Nikole, who was Miss Iowa this last year, and she competed in the Miss America pageant. There's a lower arm limb difference, and she's a dance and theater major. And Nikki came back as she was one of our basketball coaches last year, and she came back as our dance coach this year. Linnea Doring, who is an SB award winner for her role as a gymnast when she was in high school in Michigan. And Linnea is our tumbling coach. And then Jen Bricker, just Google Jen Bricker. Jen Bricker is the biological sister to Dominique Moceanu. Dominique Moceanu, gold medal gymnast.
I interviewed her years ago in Boston.
Jen was born without legs and given up for adoption by Dominique's parents. And Jen was raised in Robinson, Illinois, just right up the road. And she came on board this year as a tumbling coach. And she is a world-traveled aerial performer. And these little girls just came out of the woodwork this year to work with them. And the most touching moment to me at camp was they did a choreographed dance. And to see those little girls that came into camp, maybe hiding their limb difference and never been around anybody else with a limb difference before, get out there and shake it and own it with a smile ear to ear was, to me, that was worth it all. If I never do anything again in my whole entire life, that was worth it.
And their shoulders are very,
yeah.
That's
self-imaging, girls.
Yes.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
Compound that with a limb difference.
Right. Absolutely. Well, you guys will always have a stage here on the Spiel, so please bring these stories out and let's help get your message out there.
And besides that, just kind of bring in her, like I said with you, kind of bring in the corners of the jaw a little bit.
There was a reason I liked you right off the bat, Ashli. Is it a square jaw? Is that what you call us? Okay. That comes from years of talking. Just, we're building it up. It's square now. It's muscular.
As a business owner, you've probably asked yourself, how can digital marketing help my business? Well, when a potential customer does a search and you're not at the top of the list, it's not likely they'll ever see your website. Enter Harness Tech Ed. We add SEO, relevant content writing, blogging, email marketing, and social media marketing. And the next thing you know, bam! You're not at the bottom of the list anymore. You can help your customers find you when you turn the light bulb on. At Harness Tech Ed, we can maximize your digital presence to align with your business goals. Let us do your digital marketing while you run your business. Harness Tech Ed.
There's a reason why so many students choose to pursue an education at John A. Logan College.
Because it's where I found a new career.
Because it's where I discovered a new me.
Because it's where I found a new home.
Because I am learning to become tomorrow's leader today.
Because it's where I became driven.
Because at John A. Logan, it's all about you. Visit jalc.edu.
And you're watching The Spiel with Angie and Julie. We've talked about it. I think we address it pretty much every week, that this does not come easy.
I'm so glad we have someone too, because this would not be coming at all. Okay, be coming at all on me at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, eyelashes, hair, makeup is from our friends at Click.
Absolutely. They are the best of the best. I want to call you Ashli Nikole, but you want to stick with just the one name.
I mean, you can call me whatever you want. I like
just call me. You can call me whatever you want. Just call me, right? Ashli with an I.
Yes.
Welcome. Very talented young lady.
We also like to introduce Danielle. She also works at Click, and she works on me.
She does work on you. We're so thankful to have her here. Now, we're thankful to have our models today. We have Ashli Schoolcraft, and when you look at Ashli with an I, what do you see and what will you be doing on Ashli?
The first things I notice are we're definitely going to want to sculpt out some cheekbones. She has more rounded cheeks, so we're going to want to sculpt and pull out her cheekbones a little more, like raise them up a little bit, make them a little more prominent.
Okay.
Her nose comes down to kind of a tip, so maybe just shade the bottom of her nose right here.
Which will do
it's not
what?
too, it'll just kind of diminish the tip of the nose. Instead of coming down to a point, it'll just make it a little more rounded.
The other gal we have here is Rachel Gartner. She's here. And what do you see with Rachel? What would you encourage Danielle to do with Rachel?
From her, I already see awesome cheekbones, so she doesn't need a lot of work in there, maybe just to add some color. She won't need a lot of contouring at all, just like I said, to add some color. And then to highlight up here so the light reflects off of the top of the cheekbones to bring more attention to that. I would probably bring a little bit of contouring, mostly, I would use contouring on her mostly around the corners of the forehead and down the nose.
Okay.
So when you get started, you can do your foundation first. Some people like to contour, conceal, and highlight before foundation. I like to do it afterwards. I like to have my foundation done, and then I'll come in with a concealer under the eyes and do kind of an off triangle shape from the corner of the eye down to the nose, out to the outer corner of the eye. And you want to use a concealer probably about 2 shades lighter than your foundation color. I really love so far the Ben Nye, this one's the banana powder. He has a whole line of colors to use. And I'll just pat it on the concealer with a sponge, and I'll let it sit for a few minutes while I do your contour before I blend this out. And then I'll use the highlighting pen just to highlight down the very center of your nose. I'm just gonna do yours right in the middle. I'm not gonna drag it all the way down because we're going for the illusion of making your nose look a little shorter. I'll do over your Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin, corners of the mouth, and corners of the nose. And I'll bring a little bit up just between your eyebrows. I'm not gonna drag it up through your forehead because your forehead has a nice shape to it. We don't need to widen it or anything like that. It looks fine where it's at. And then for contouring, you want to use a matte color. You don't want any shimmer or anything like that because we're going for the effect of shadows. So you don't want anything reflecting light. And if there's shimmer in your bronzer, it's going to reflect all the light and it's going to do the opposite effect of what you want. So a matte color, you usually want to go for a cooler toned brown. You don't want to do anything too warm toned. And a basic rule of thumb is to go from the top of the ear to the corner of the mouth, and that will be where you want your contour to go. You can take your brush and just hold it, and you'll feel your cheekbone under there, and that'll tell you exactly where you want to put your contour. An angled fluffy brush going from the corner of the ear, and I'm just using kind of the edge of the brush. I'm not holding it flat on the face. And then I'm kind of just rounding it around. I'm not coming straight down to the corner of the mouth. I'm kind of beveling my hand at the end, going towards the corner of the mouth. And a basic rule is to follow a 3 shape. So from the corners of your hairline, down the cheekbone, and around the jaw. That's gonna be your 3. So yours, we're not really trying to alter the shape of your forehead too much. So I'm gonna take it just on the corners. We're really trying to recede this jawline. So I'm gonna use. And after you do a contour, you never really want to leave just the brown shadow on your cheek. You want to blend it out with some blush, and that'll help soften the line. So I'm just going to go right above where your contour was with this blush, and that's going to help further shape the cheeks as well. And then the last step is to add a highlight. Wherever you have a contour, you want to highlight because you're not going to have a shadow without light reflecting over it. Light reflection is what makes a shadow in the first place, so you always have to have a highlight. Picture a heart in the center of your face. The arches of the heart are your eyebrows, and then it comes down to a point at the chin. Everything inside the heart is, for the most part, going to be highlighted and be lighter. Everything outside of the heart is going to be contoured and darker. And then, like I told Ashli, you always want to diffuse the contour with a little bit of blush.
These days, video is everywhere. TVs, computers, even your phone. With so many ways to use video to reach your potential audience, it's become an important part of doing business. If you like the commercials you've seen during the spiel, and if your business could benefit from a creative approach to telling your story, with attention-grabbing visuals and thoughtfully executed scripts, perhaps it's time you give Growing Media a call. We'd love to hear from you.
I lived in Atlanta. I went to medical school in Chicago, and I would choose rural practice over big city practice any day.
I've got the
GI Bill and went to school on that, and came back to my home community, and that's where I've been ever since. People have known us and trusted us for many years, and we're going to continue to provide excellent quality health care.
You know, the convenience, everyone's very knowledgeable.
I just love taking care of people because I like people and feel that's my God-given talent and want to use my talent to serve others.
I have had clients sit in my chair over the years and cry because their hair was so thin. And now we have a solution. Xenogen, a new hair loss product for men and women. And it's an all nutraceutical product. Your hair will start to grow back in fuller and thicker. I could not be more excited to help people that have hair loss issues and thinning issues. We are seeing really good results with this product.
In front of the Williamson County Airport in Marion, your final destination for style. Chauveau.
From business loans to home financing, one bank is ready to serve you.
Hi, I'm Tom Franks, Chairman of Farmers State Bank. What sets a bank apart is service. And that's why our motto at Farmers State Bank is, no one serves you better. So stop by one of our locations in Alco Pass, Marion, and Harrisburg, and I can promise you one thing, no one will work harder or care more for you.
The Spiel with Angie and Julie. Today we're spieling in the kitchen, brought to you by Prairie Farms in our beautiful South Side Lumber Kitchen. And I love it.
Jingle for that or something? South Side. There's already a jingle.
There's already a jingle.
There's already a jingle. How about a jingle for the Cathouse?
You guys need, by the way, this is Mike Yoakum from Emily's Cathouse in Marion.
Yes, Miss Emily's Cathouse.
Miss
in
Emily.
Marion. Yes, Miss Emily's Cathouse.
Do you have a jingle?
We do not have a jingle.
Would you want one?
She does jingles.
Possibly. You know, I'm sure we could talk the girls into singing it out there at the tables and
There
things
you,
like
no,
that.
no, no.
Do you want my meow sound effect in it?
Well, certainly.
Okay, good.
Just wondering. Just wondering. Okay.
All right. What are we going to cook today?
We're
I
going to
see
make bananas.
bananas.
Foster. My mother was in restaurants her entire life. We spent a lot of time around the kitchens growing up, me and my sister. And as an adult, it kind of established a culture in me. I was trained in classical French culinary, and they're so closely related to Southern food. Wow. So it kind of just went hand in hand, and I've just kind of developed some other things along the way. I really love Latin food.
Are you in the kitchen there at the Cathouse? Are you training people?
You know, as executive chef, my role is to create the menus and train the staff on how to execute those dishes. I have a sous chef, a guy named Rich Wittenborn, does a great job for me.
The name Cathouse, what are we alluding to?
You know, it's our owner is very intrigued by the Roaring 20s, Prohibition era, and you know that's what we were looking to do is just encompass that sort of a feel. Once you walk in the place, you're going to feel like you're in that era. We have a beautiful Scotch felt wallpaper, lots of nice dark wood. The bar top is actually the original bar top from that building. It's 120 some years old.
Can I hold your knife?
No, Julie, you don't ask a chef to hold his knife. It's like asking a police officer, can I hold your gun?
That's
not good.
Wow, that's
It's
a good
not,
knife. You don't do that.
You do not do that. I would like to apologize
It is.
on behalf of...
Is it okay? I'm
It
sorry.
is perfectly fine. We're going to add a good amount of brown sugar in there.
A good
Put
amount.
it back on the heat.
Yes.
And
Caramelized, kind of?
yeah, just let it start to cook down. Okay. The sugar will dissolve, and yes, essentially you'll have caramel there. Brown sugar is just sugar with molasses added to it, so you're going to have that smoky molasses flavor with it too.
How about that?
We're just going to let that.
Now, I knew that. I knew about brown sugar.
Brown sugar. Sing the song. Isn't there a song?
Na-na-na-na, brown sugar. Right? Right? Or did I get that
That's
wrong
it.
too?
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right.
Right.
Wow.
Let that continue
It just
to
smells good right
It
there.
does. It does.
Can we have a couple spoons? Well,
He's going to give you the whole
sprinkle
thing in a
just
second.
we're going to go ahead and throw some bananas in there.
Oh,
Is
look
that
at
awesome?
Matt. I
He's
hope you're
done this
getting
a while.
that. That's good.
All right. So
Wow.
now
That is-
we're going to,
Okay.
anytime you're going to add
have a lot of
alcohol,
hairspray. Should we
you
come
want to
back?
pull it away from the heat so that
Okay.
it just doesn't automatically flame up.
Oh, yeah! That is good TV.
Wow.
That was, you like that,
I
didn't you?
liked
Okay.
it.
That was bravo.
We're just going to add a little bit of cream here.
Hot over cold, which is a sensation all itself,
Yes.
right?
Nothing better than hot and cold mixed together.
Oh boy. Kind of like Julie's mood usually, hot and cold, you know.
Do you serve this at the table?
No, I have done the tableside presentation. It is kind of a nightmare, but
Tableside, I'm sorry, Julie.
I've had it done at the table before.
yeah, it's
Look
kind
at
of
that.
nerve-wracking, but it is fun at the same time. You get the oohs and ahs, and you get people that, their faces light up. I often tell people that's why we do this, is because it's about the look on people's faces. When you put that plate of food down in front of them, the off chance I get to walk past and see somebody take their first bite of a new dish, there's no better reward.
Priceless?
It is definitely. It's why my mother did it. It's why I do it. And you're providing something essential for people to live.
Been around for 123 years. You don't exist that long, particularly in banking, without doing something right. While many banks talk about their service, we are ones who actually deliver. If you bank with us, you know what we're about. If you don't bank with us, give us a chance. The customers walk in, I always make time for them because I feel that's the most important duty of my job. We're the last home-owned banking institution in this community. We're kind of the gatekeeper of the history because we've been here for 123 years and we've lived a lot of that history.
We provide the facilities in the areas that are most needed.
The doctors here are very caring.
It's not just a kid that you treat, it's the whole entire family.
It doesn't matter how much you have or what you don't have. We will find a place and a way to take care of you.
We do work closely with some drug manufacturing companies to help provide patients with medications that they otherwise could not afford.
Take care of you the best we can.
We are community-based, community-served, and we take community pride in what we do.
We started in 1966.
Customer satisfaction is our goal, but customer appreciation is our promise.
We have 8 out of the 10 #1 sellers on this lot.
We handle about any type of RV accessories that you could possibly want, from awning lights to electric brakes to hitches.
We have a large body shop for recreational vehicles.
24/7 tech service.
We take care of all of it right here at Larry's.
You come and see us at Larry's Trailer Sales. We're on 148, just north of Zuger, Illinois.
We're out in the country.
And I promise you that we'll try harder than any place else you'll go.
We love making new friends. Visit us online at facebook.com/SPIELON.
And thank you so much for watching another episode of The Spiel here with Angie and Julie. Angie, Julie. Another good show. Oh, it was a good one. It was jam-packed. And if you watched last season, several seasons, I don't even know what season we're in. That's good though, right? That means we have longevity. Yeah, we can't even keep up. I mean, here's what will happen. At the end, they'll come for us and they'll say, hey, this will be the last season. What?
I hope not.
I don't think they will.
I hope
Do you
not.
think they will?
I thought you'd say they're going to come to us and say, hey, remember that 3rd season when you guys are really,
right.
We want more of that.
Right.
Still in the 1st season.
We are? Man, I feel like I've been through
think
79
this is
seasons.
Season.
I've been through more seasons than there are seasons. Okay.
You're well seasoned.
Very good, Jason. Very good, Jason Pinkston, everybody, executive producer. Okay. All right, listen. You might remember that we were ending the shows with an unoriginal close because at the Spiel we say, number one, it is not at all factually based. We make things up. We don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, right?
Right.
We didn't even know how to sign off our talk show, so we were stealing closes, right?
Well, you didn't want me to, but I kind of went
She
back.
did. She just, right.
Remember the old Carol Burnett?
Yes, it was supposed to be Julie come up with the close, and she did. And I'm like, every show we could recognize that close and whatever. Barbara Fairchild gave us a nice one that we use from time to time.
And that was?
Until. Remember that?
Until.
Remember that? How could you forget that? Barbara was the gal who says, lose your breath, lose your turn.
That's kind of like what it is right here.
It is. It is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to steal yet something else, okay? Words.
Words. You know what? I don't think it's stealing. I think it is. No, it's teaching.
It's teaching.
A vocabulary.
Right.
I needed my vocabulary
We're
broadened.
going to expand it. We're going to expand it. Do you remember last week? What was the word last week?
Don't know.
What?
Don't remember.
Apropos. How could you forget?
I can't.
I don't know apropos.
I don't know.
Okay. What's the definition of apropos, everybody?
Appropriate.
That was one of the Right.
And we looked it up, and you were right.
It was one of the definitions, because it's
Apropos.
the adjective, the noun, that kind of thing,
Right.
you know. It was to know someone or something about something to the nth degree, right? Apropos, okay?
Like the highest
Right.
form.
Right.
Of
Well, it was
something.
interesting because everybody's like, we're racing around the studio. What is our word of the day going to be this week? And I had come up with pica.
Pica.
Pica. Okay, because that's the other thing. We're going to steal that from the electric company, Matt, where we're going to spell it.
Say it.
Pica. Pica. Pica.
Okay. Is it P-I-C-A-H?
Nope.
P-I-C-A?
P-I-C-A. You know what it is? Anybody?
Anybody?
We're opening it up. We're opening it up to the room. Nope. What? Nope. Nope. Wrong.
Pica. I know what it is.
What is it?
It's when you bake this round thing and you say,
Hey, pica.
would you like a piece of pica?
No, that's not it. Pica is a disorder.
I
When
probably
you're-
got it.
You probably do. When you eat things that are not necessarily food. You know those folks that eat chalk?
Oh,
they eat
paper,
they
glue.
eat dirt.
That's
Yeah.
what that is?
I mean, we were all pica when
What
we
did
were
you
young.
eat in school? Seriously, we all had something in school that you're not supposed to eat. What'd you ever eat that you weren't supposed to eat?
Oh, no.
You never did that down the South? That's
I'm
gross.
kidding.
We didn't do that.
Rachel's doing that.
But we used to eat a little bit of Elmer's.
Why?
It just tasted good. Did
Do
anybody-
not eat glue.
Don't
do not
do
sniff
it.
glue. Kids, listen.
Matt,
no.
did you have a little?
No.
Come on. A little bit of Elmer's.
Nobody ate Elmer's.
We didn't Rolton.
Rolton, Illinois, everybody. All right, but it was interesting because we're going around the studio, word of the day. So it's pica. It's the
Pica.
eating disorder when you're eating things that aren't necessarily food, okay? Ashli comes up and she goes, hey, I got the word of the day. Ashli, you can't have passcodes. I mean, if I'm going to use your phone and pull the
Ladies
phone
and
out-
gentlemen.
Okay, listen.
Oh, I
all
thought you
right,
said
listen.
some-
Now I know Ashley's passcode. This is great. Oh, you said that about Juli? Okay, never mind. Anyway, all right, she came up to me, and we're going to have a tough time pronouncing this, and this is not the word of the day, okay? You can use it if you want to, but not the word of the day. What is the word of the day?
Pica.
Pica.
Eating things you ain't supposed to.
This is ablutophobia. Ablutophobia.
Ablutophobia.
Ablutophobia. Is that- Ablutophobia.
And it
Anybody else?
means, Matthew, you're pretty smart.
Ablutophobia.
Huh? You're afraid
You can't answer,
of
Ashley, you know.
the alphabet.
Nope.
Rachel?
Ablutophobia.
Nothing?
Fear of washing or having a bath. So ablutophobia means
You have this.
Stinky pew. Yeah,
Good.
stinky. Oh, stop.
You've got
Stop
this.
it. Come here. You know it smells good. All right, listen. No, but that is a fear of washing or having a bath. Hopefully no one watching.
I
Listen.
hope that's not true.
If
with
you do,
anyone.
you let us know and we will get you help for that because
Something
that's just going to
else.
mean you're going to have more friends.
Yeah.
I mean, when we overcome that, a lot of things will change in your life. So
You'll
if you
have a better
it,
life.
let us know. We'll seek out that therapist that deals in ablutophobia, get it all taken care of.
Something else we're seeking out is performers. Maybe you're a
Yes.
songwriter. Maybe you have a great story. Maybe you won an incredible award. We want to know about you.
And you're out there because every day we're calling one another going, did you see that on Facebook?
Yes.
Did you see the little girl, the Praise Jesus girl? You know, she's standing, she's like 2.
Yes.
And they're playing a song.
Yes.
We want to
We
see
want
that stuff,
you.
and we want to tell your story. So please reach out to us. You don't even have to go to Facebook.
No.
Listen,
Come
look
to
at the
us.
exposure the Spiel will get you. What does Facebook have? Like 1 billion followers and people?
A billion? I think we're up to 2 billion viewers.
On the Spiel? Yeah. I don't think that's possible yet.
Is there a word in there for lying?
Juli. Yes, next to that word you'll find it. But again, thanks so much for watching, and until